What's going on? I've got two quick ones for you. I've got a Judge Shackleford clip and who's the other judge? I don't know. We'll find out when we get there. But two cases, both people are going to jail. Yeah, one decides to show up under the influence. The other one shows up late. Judge Mercer. Judge Mercer is the second one out of Florida. So we have one in Michigan, one in Florida. Let's do it. I'm Colin. We're cooling. Let's go.
This is 250467 SM, the state of Michigan versus Stephen Haynes.
Jared Grosser on behalf of probation.
Morning, Your Honor. Jeffrey Fant on behalf of Mr. Haynes. There's a violation proposed for a contact violation. We waive formal reading, stand mute, request hearing.
All right, let me ask this, is there alleged to have been like audio recordings of these calls?
Yes, I was sent them this morning. It seems to be from October 13th.
From today? Wait, the calls were made today or?
The victim notified me yesterday. I was able to speak with her today. The voicemails that were left on her phone were from October 13th.
All right, so I've entered a not guilty plea for purposes of arraignment on the alleged violation. And then it's also my understanding that the defendant in this case may be intoxicated right now.
Your Honor, I've spoken with Mr. Haynes. I don't believe him to be at an intoxicated level. There are no bond conditions relative to alcohol. I indicated to him I suspect the court may amend the bond conditions in that respect.
Yeah, no drugs or alcohol. Random testing. We have a breathalyzer in here.
We do, Your Honor.
I'm ordering him to take the breathalyzer. Just below the legal limit is a 0.077. Did he drive to court today?
He did
Don't
not.
answer.
No, he took it over. He was scheduled today for PSI, Judge. I would, in anticipation of the court's bond on the alleged violation, I'd ask that he be brought back tomorrow and a treatment court assessment be done as part of the PSI.
All right, well, we can keep him next door overnight. And then we'll see about what his bond will be. For now, I mean, it's an alleged contact violation, which I go on ad nauseum about how they're not to have contact with complaining witnesses, period. He has, and I understand these are dismissals, but they're contacts and charges that were brought. He has had 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 5 different domestic violence cases brought against him. And that's incredibly concerning. So for now, he has a $15,000 cash or surety bond.
And if he could be kept in Taylor tonight and brought back over tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll we'll keep him in Taylor for the night.
As allow the PSI to take place, treatment court potential referral.
All right, it'll be brought back tomorrow for the PSI.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, and we're on lunch.
All right. Now, yeah, he was under the influence. He wasn't legally drunk. He was under the influence. He didn't have any bond conditions about not drinking. What is he actually going to jail for? The alleged contact that they didn't have a hearing about? It kind of surprised me how different courts treat people coming into court under the influence. You know, he's not drunk. They can argue that he doesn't understand what's going on, so they're not going to go through with it today. Have him spend the night in jail. But for what? What does he spend the night there? Are they, holding him in contempt because he showed up under the influence? Maybe. I don't know. They didn't say anything. It was just like, you're going to jail, $15,000. So she raised his bond. I don't know. He didn't, like you said, he didn't plead guilty to anything. So everything's still alleged. They didn't go through with a hearing. I just want to know what he's actually going to jail for. They didn't say. I mean, there's a list of things that he could be going for. I understand that, but what? Say something, Judge. Say something. No one really argued it. Everyone just accepted it and just like, all right, that's happening. Anyways, I'm rambling. Let's go to the next one. We're going to Judge Mercer, where we have another person going to jail, but this time for being 10 minutes late to court. A little excessive, but you'll hear from the judge about it. Let's go.
Is that Mr. Smith there? Okay, Ms. Mills, right, there's a warrant for your arrest. You can come on up, though. We'll figure it out. Come on up, ma'am.
So that's for,
On Mr. Smith, Mr. Mitchell, go ahead.
that's all I had to say.
On Mr. Smith, let's issue a warrant for no bond, hold without bond, and failure to appear at pretrial conference. Ms. Mills Wright has showed up 10 minutes late. Ms. Mills Wright, I just issued a warrant for your arrest, ma'am, for failure to appear today, but Mr. McDaniel, she's here now, so what's the defense's position, sir?
We want to go ahead and take care of this case. I've spoken with her.
I was actually trying to see if I'd like to still take it to trial. I really would.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's ask why you're late for court, because the question is whether let me finish. The question is whether you're going to be in jail, so I know you're here on time
Yes, sir.
Monday, or you're not going to be in jail until Monday. So why are you almost about 10 minutes late for court?
Fire trucks and stuff that were just coming through town. I had to pull over. We were coming through from Cottondale Way and fire trucks and stuff were coming. We had to pull over and veer off.
For 10 minutes.
I literally just walked in the courtroom.
I saw you walk in the courtroom, but I can't believe fire trucks had you pulled over for 10 minutes unless there's something really unusual about that.
No, we were just coming through. I thought he said 9:15. The paper said 9:15. So
That's what I thought. So the paper doesn't say 9:15. The paper says 9 a.m. You go with the officer. That way we'll know where you're at when we pick our jury next week. Your notice is for 9 a.m., not 9:15.
I have the paper in the truck that says 9:15.
I
And
can-
you did say
I can-
9:15
I
to
can
me.
print it out for you if you like.
I tell people 8:30, but I've never even.
Yeah, and if you think there's a paper in the truck that says 9:15, please go get it. And I certainly want to see that.
The red folder and
The notice I'm
the
looking
book
at
with-
says
the
9
big book
a.m.
That has all my legal papers and stuff in it. Yes, sir.
Says 9 a.m. I'm looking at it right here.
Well, when they called me and told me that my court date had been rescheduled and that I didn't, when I was released from the jail and it said my notice to appear, it says 9:15. I promise.
If you have that, then I certainly will love to see it and reevaluate things. But otherwise,
Yes, sir. I'll be glad to show you.
all right, you need to go with the officer until we see if you got that, okay?
Yes, sir.
So we've got Ms. Mills Wright. I think that was the last case. Mr. McDaniel, anything else from the public defender's office?
Nothing else.
Mr. Mitchell?
Nothing else for the time.
Okay, so let's go look at our trial docket then.
Hold that bond. Just one that's.
Yes, please forfeit the bond on Mr. Smith. Mr. McDaniel, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Just one Mills Wright's the only one we're gonna have for trial.
So right now, Ms. Mills Wright is the only case for trial, and we're going to give that gentleman a few minutes to see if he is able to come up with something that says, she thinks it says 9:15.
Don't
Let's
see
see
that.
if she can come up with something that says 9:15. Which you've got to note, the two notices y'all sent clearly say 9 o'clock. The public defender's office doesn't send written notices, do they?
The first appearance sheet, that might have been, she wasn't at arraignment, because we took her off of the jail docket.
So help me remember. So she was set for the jail arraignment, but before the jail arraignment, she had posted bond.
Correct.
Is that what happened? Then the clerk sent her notice for the out of custody date, which was today. Is that what happened?
That was for that one, but then she was originally set on the September trial docket, and I filed a motion to continue on the 4th, which was granted and agreed to, and then her notice, at least according to CSIS, was sent out the next day showing that her court date was set for today at 9 o'clock.
So the September 17th notice was a written notice she signed. The October notice was the one mailed to the bondsman that I told y'all said 9 a.m., mailed from the clerk on September 5th and mailed to her on September 5th, and it says 9 a.m. So unless there's some other notice that's not in the court file, she doesn't have a notice for 9:15 from anybody. Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's a note in here about her being late for court previously.
She was late.
It wasn't late, it didn't have a time on it. And
First time it wasn't her fault.
yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our pretrial docket. We're going to wait a few minutes and see if that gentleman's able to come up with a notice that says 9:15. If he does, we'll go back on record. We'll get Ms. Mills right back out, and we'll, in all likelihood, release her pending trial next week. If he doesn't show back up with a notice in the next 5 minutes that says 9:15, then we'll just leave it like it is. Won't go back on record. It is 9:16. Mr. Mitchell, anything else from the state?
Yeah, sorry, I let that one run through. Yeah, he didn't show back up. They went off YouTube. They didn't come back. Yeah, it doesn't sound like she had anything that said 9:15. 10 minutes late for court. Now you're going to be in jail for a week until your trial next week. Yeah, don't be late for court. That's not good. Be respectful of the court. Don't be late. Going to jail for a week for being 10 minutes late. I don't know. Why am I so skeptical today? I'm skeptical. So let's just call it a video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Hit the like button if you haven't. Subscribe, leave a comment, do all that fun thing. Do all those fun things. That's it. That's all I got. Until next time, bye.